Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're tackling a really interesting topic: how men and women differently approach success. We often hear about gender differences in the workplace, in relationships, but what about the actual mechanisms of achieving our goals? It turns out there's some fascinating science behind it, and that's what we're diving into today. We're going to unpack a groundbreaking study from the Norwegian University of Science and Technology that sheds light on this very question. This isn't just any study. It's the first of its kind to look at three crucial psychological factors: passion, drive, and flow, together. Think of these as the holy trinity of goal achievement. The researchers, led by Professor Hermundur Sigmundsson from NTNU's Department of Psychology, wanted to understand how these factors interact and whether they manifest differently in men and women. Professor Sigmundsson himself emphasized the novelty of this approach, stating, and I quote, "This is the first study to look at these factors together." That's a big deal because it gives us a much more holistic picture than previous research. Before we get into the findings, let's quickly define those three key terms: passion, drive, and flow, so we're all on the same page. Passion, this is that initial spark, that intense enthusiasm and love for what you're doing. It's the why behind your goals. Drive, think of drive as your relentless determination, your grit, your ability to push through obstacles and keep going, even when things get tough. It's the how you keep moving forward. Flow, this is that magical state of complete absorption in an activity. You're so focused, so in the zone, that time seems to disappear. You're fully present and performing at your peak. It is also known as optimal experience. Having a clear understanding of these is essential to grasping the study's significance. So, how did the researchers actually investigate this? They didn't just speculate, they gathered data. The study involved a substantial sample size of 529 individuals, 323 women and 204 men, with an average age of around 28. This relatively young demographic is interesting because it likely captures individuals at a stage in their lives where they are actively pursuing career and personal goals. The researchers used established psychological questionnaires and scales to measure passion, drive, and flow, ensuring the results were as objective and reliable as possible. Now, for the juicy part, what did they find? The results revealed some intriguing gender-based trends. On average, men tended to score higher in passion and reported experiencing flow states more easily. This suggests that men might be more likely to be initially drawn to activities they deeply love and, as a result, find it easier to get in the zone. Women, on the other hand, scored significantly higher in drive. This indicates a greater tendency towards perseverance, a relentless commitment to achieving their goals regardless of obstacles. This isn't to say women aren't passionate, but rather that their drive, that internal engine, plays a more dominant role in their pursuit of success. One of the most fascinating findings was the strong positive correlation between drive and flow. Professor Sigmundsson highlighted this, explaining, more drive gives more flow, and vice versa. This might seem counterintuitive at first. How can women have more drive but less flow, while men have more flow but less drive? The key is to remember these are average trends, not absolute rules. Many individuals, both men and women, exhibited both high drive and a strong capacity for flow. The correlation suggests that drive isn't just about brute force, it's also about creating the conditions for flow. The more you consistently work towards a goal, the more likely you are to develop the skills and focus necessary to enter a flow state. It is understandable how the results may, at first glance, seem to be contradictory. However, that is only on the surface. The seemingly opposite trends are not a contradiction when looking at an individual level. A high-drive individual will encounter more chances to get into a flow state, as they will often work on achieving their goals. That said, the difference lies in the average trend. While many individuals showed both traits, on average, women tended to show more drive, and men tended to show more passion and get into flow easier. While the study emphasized the drive-flow connection, it also acknowledged the role of passion. Passion was found to be linked to flow, although the relationship wasn't as strong as the one between drive and flow. This makes sense. Passion provides the initial motivation, the why, But drive is what sustains effort and ultimately creates the conditions for flow. So, what does all this mean for us in practical terms? Jonas S.R. Leverson, a PhD research fellow involved in the study, offered some valuable insights. He said, "The study suggests that it is important to cultivate commitment and invest in activities that we really care about. But just as important, and for many even more important, is to make a sustained effort to build habits that strengthen grit." This is incredibly important. It's not enough to just feel passionate. We need to act on that passion with consistent effort. We need to build habits, develop routines, and cultivate resilience. That's the grit Leverson is talking about. These habits are the stepping stones to experiencing flow more regularly. Let's dig a little deeper into that idea of habit formation. What does it actually look like to build habits that strengthen grit and increase our chances of experiencing flow? Here are a few key strategies. Break down goals. Large, ambitious goals can be overwhelming. Break them down into smaller, manageable steps. This makes the process less daunting and provides more opportunities for experiencing small wins, which fuel motivation. Consistency is key. Aim for consistent effort, even if it's just a small amount each day. Regular practice builds momentum and strengthens neural pathways, making it easier to enter a flow state. Embrace challenges. Don't shy away from challenges, see them as opportunities for growth. Overcoming obstacles builds resilience and strengthens your drive. Mindfulness and focus. Practice techniques that enhance your focus and concentration, such as mindfulness meditation. This can help you become more present and engaged in your activities, making it easier to achieve flow. Reflect and adjust. Regularly reflect on your progress and make adjustments as needed. What's working? What's not? This iterative process helps you refine your approach and stay on track. This study provides a powerful reminder that success isn't just about innate talent or luck. It's about cultivating the right mindset and habits. By understanding the interplay of passion, drive, and flow, and recognizing the potential differences in how men and women approach these factors, we can all become more effective in pursuing our goals. So I'm curious to hear from you. What are your thoughts on this research? Do you see these patterns playing out in your own life? Share your experiences and insights in the comments below. And as always, if you found this breakdown helpful and insightful, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Before I sign off, I have a question for you to ponder. How can you apply these findings to your own life, starting today? What's one small step you can take to cultivate more drive, passion, or flow in your pursuit of your goals? Let me know in the comments.